Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Miami is buzzing with frustration and disbelief this week as the Cuban-American communities react to a controversial move in the US immigration policy. Former President Donald Trump's latest proposal has already sparked tension and now outrage after a Cuban asylum seeker was deported under its new provisions. Known for its deep-rooted Cuban population, Miami is no stranger to political debate, but this time it hits home in a different way. Many who once stood firmly behind Trump are now questioning their allegiance as fear and uncertainty ripple through their neighborhoods. In today's video, we are diving deep into the details of this new immigration policy, explore the story behind the deportation that shocked the community, and reveal what Cubans in Miami are really saying about Trump now. Is this the breaking point for a once loyal base? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real stories behind the headlines. Let's get into it.
¿Por qué están arrestando personas inocentes que solo huyen de una dictadura, de una tiranía asesina comunista?
Tras la detención de la joven cubana Laura de la Caridad González Sánchez, líderes del movimiento anticomunista I-220A expresaron su apoyo.
Como movimiento legal en el estado de la Florida, necesitamos por favor que se tomen en cuenta que si no hemos cometido crimen, que tenemos nuestras vidas organizadas, nuestro asilo pendiente, que por favor no tenemos por qué vivir con este terror.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote.
Raise your hands, come on.
For Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote.
Arriba.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
I want to thank Los Tres del Habanas. How did I do, Mercy? For their incredible performance.
Nosotros lo hicimos porque nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a traer.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's what y'all did. Those people didn't even get paid to do that. Crazy. The wordplay that the GOP specifically used in Florida, especially Miami, on Venezuelans and Cubans is unreal. They told you guys that they're only going after the criminals. You guys are the criminals. When you come to this country illegally, that's the crime. But what you do is you seek asylum because you're saying you're running away from a very bad government. But you still have to get here to seek asylum. And when you seek asylum, you give your name, where you're living, where you're working. That's how this works. So that's what they did. They didn't go around trying to find a bunch of illegal immigrants everywhere because that's difficult to do. Apart from the farms and the construction sites, it's hard to find illegal immigrants in the country. They don't leave a paper trail. But people that seek asylum do. And that's why they went to y'all houses in Miami and picked y'all up because they knew where you were at. Your paperwork wasn't completed. But hey, I will vote for Donald Trump. You voted for your people to get deported because he don't give a shit what you look like. Y'all could look white, you can have the proximity to whiteness, but you are from Cuba and he don't give a shit. So thoughts and deportations. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all stand 10 toes down in your vote. Don't start bitching now.
Today's my last day right here in the United States after 20 years.
The truth is, we basically just re-elected Hitler, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. My husband isn't safe, and I don't like it.
It's time to go. Oh.
Really hopeful that everything goes easily at the airport and that nothing scary happens.
Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy. I'm going to my country, I'm going to Mexico. I'm bringing my wife with me.
And I'm talking scary on our end. I'm not scared at all of getting to Mexico. I'm actually really, really looking forward to being somewhere that I feel safe for my husband.
I'm gonna get to see my family, my sisters, after 20 years.
I think it's truly shocking that the United States of America feels like one of the least safe places in the world. This is a good life for us. We're going to have a great life. Like, we're about to live in Claudia Scheinbaum territory. That sounds exciting, man. I'm super annoyed that the things going on in the world are playing on any level in the plans of our future, because I do think that it's just putting such a damper on something that we could be very positive and excited about.
There's a park, a beautiful park, Veterans Park. I'm here almost every night to walk with my dog.
Look at that happy baby. Aren't you, dolls? You're just a happy girl.
It's gonna be great.
It's so weird. I'm not going to be living here anymore. That's so weird. Yeah.
So, on some real shit, you know what's fucked up? What's fucked up is this odd sense of relief I feel. Whew. Glad it's not me. Glad I dodged that. Is this how white people have felt for a very long time? Allies and racists alike? As a black man in America, you genuinely have no fucking idea how grateful I am to live the life I'm currently living. All things considered, my life is pretty fucking great. But to know that if the cards were different and I had been born in an earlier stage of America, my experience in this one life would have been drastically different, drastically more negative, drastically less positive. Or even in modern times, we could have been born in third world countries or war-ridden countries. But the cards I got dealt are to be a fucking 29-year-old black man living in one of the most developed countries on the planet. And I'm constantly thinking about all the bullshit that I didn't have to experience just because of when and where I was born. So with all of that said, when I walk around and I'm thinking, whew, at least it's not me, I also think that it very fucking well could be and can be again. I'm gonna get angry. I don't know how to not. This Jesse Waters guy, the same motherfucker who cheated on his wife of 5 years with some bitch he works with, fucked up that marriage, is still married to her, and then he has the audacity to get on fucking television and say what kind of husband goes grocery shopping with his wife when there was a video of Kamala Harris and her husband at the grocery store. When obviously, what kind of husband cheats on his wife? The fuck? But this same motherfucker is on TV once again, pulling up a picture of Kilmar with the Chicago Bulls hat on, genuinely saying, no, nobody in Maryland would mistakenly wear a Chicago Bulls hat. The Chicago Bulls were terrible in 2019. Why would you support them? All to say that a Chicago Bulls hat proves that he is a part of a fucking gang. So when I go see them round up these people just based off of their tattoos, or when I see Donald Trump say you can just look at an illegal immigrant and tell they're evil, and all this bullshit going on with illegal immigrants right now, or immigrants in general. What the fuck does that sound like to you? My whole life growing up, my parents hammered into me, be aware of your surroundings, you're black. And I didn't understand it then, but I'm so thankful for it now. because I've always had to be aware of my fucking surroundings. Never been in any true danger. I've never been in racist headquarters. I've been amongst them, but never amongst the majority. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking, what did they go through to where they needed to make sure that their children had this awareness about them 24/7? So I can't sit here with this, woo, thank God it's not us. I have to put myself in their shoes and think about the Latino man who's just fucking in America trying to support his goddamn family. And he got, I don't know, his wife's birthday tattooed on him or something that's special to him. And then some random motherfucker comes up, says that he's with ICE and snatches him away from his fucking family for no goddamn reason. Saying that he's in a gang with no fucking evidence. And they don't just send them to prison, they send them out of the fucking country to a maximum security prison that nobody ever fucking leaves. Don't even get me started on the deportation centers that are in this country. They are going through the same shit that I'm thankful I didn't have to readily experience. And for some reason, that pisses me off. It's so fucking logical. If they are here illegally, you look at it case by case. If it's an expired visa, I think that's a civil offense. If they have no documentation, deport them back to their home country. But this whole bullshit of in a gang is fucking crazy. Do you think I'm a diehard rank?
So let's talk about what is really happening in Miami right now, because the mood has shifted and is not subtle. Cubans in Miami, a community that has been a cornerstone of Republican support for decades, are now speaking out against Donald Trump after a recent deportation under his new proposed immigration plan. And this isn't just a political chatter, this is personal. This is the real one. A Cuban asylum seeker who had been in the United States awaiting a decision on his claim was deported last week. His case wasn't violent. He had no criminal record, and according to sources close to the family, he was working, paying taxes and actively contributing to his community. But the new policy, which tightened the definition of credible fear in asylum claims and speed up deportation timelines, left him with no real opportunity to appeal, and now he's gone. Back to a country many filled in fear of persecution. The result, outrage, especially in Little Havana, where morals of Cuban heroes watch over communities that once saw Trump as a protector of freedom from socialism and tyranny. These same people now feel betrayed, and here's the irony. Many of them supported Trump precisely because of his headline stance on Cuban. But now that policy seems to have turned inward, not toward the regime but toward the people fleeing it. What is really interesting, and frankly, what we need to understand to talk about, is the shift in historic. Just a few years ago, Trump stood in front of a crowd in Miami and promised to be strongest advocate for Cuban exile, pledging that America would never be a safe haven for socialism. But now, many Cubans are saying, you are not protecting us, you are turning us away. There is a real sense of emotional conflict. A lot of Cuban Americans are conservative by tradition. Many are proud of their patriotism, they work ethnic, they believe in law and order. But this policy has pushed many to be a breaking point, because for the first time in a long time, it feels like they are the ones being punished by the system they supported. And let's not ignore the broader impact here. This deportation isn't just one-off. It sets a precedent. It sends a message loud and clear. Asylum under this plan is not what it used to be. And while many Trump supporters backstreeted immigration in general, they are now realizing that those rules don't just apply to others, they apply to them too. Local activism, including some who have traditionally learned conservatives, are organizing protests, writing open letters, and calling on the Trump campaign to clarify its stance. They want to know, where does compassion and policy begin? Are Cuban asylum seeking now just political collateral? And here is something that's just not being said enough. This isn't just about politics, this is about human lives. Families are being torn apart, parents are being separated from children, People who flew real threats are now being treated as threats themselves. And the people in Miami, the ones watching this afoot in their own neighborhoods, are not staying silent anymore. On social media, you can see the tide turning. Hashtag like Cuban Voices Matter and hashtag We Deserve Asylum are trending in South Florida. Influential Cuban-American figures, some who endorsed Trump in the past, are now going live on Instagram saying this isn't what we voted for. And let's not forget the younger generation, the sons and daughters of exile. Many of them US-born citizens are watching their parents and grandparents grapple with disillusionment. They are asking tough questions. They are pushing back against the idea that loyalty to a party should come to at least the cost of their own community's well-being. Now, does this mean a massive political shift is on the horizon in Miami? It's too early to say, but what is clear is that something has changed. The blind loyalty is cracking. The community that once cheered Trump's name is now divided, and for good reasons. So what happens next? That depends. Will the Trump campaign double down on this policy even at the cost of losing support from one of their most vocal ethnic groups? Or will they try to course correct, maybe offer exemption, walk away some of the offer more aggressive part of the plan? We don't know yet, but one thing is certain. Cubans in Miami are no longer quiet. They are not just voters, they are voices, and right now those voices are saying loud and clear, this isn't the America we risk everything to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more honest breakdowns of stories that matter, and leave your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. How do you feel about what is happening in Miami right now? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay informed, stay vocal, and take care.